Hello there, YouTube. I'm back. It's Melita. Alright, so, wow, this looks hella bright. Hey, whatever. Okay. So, today, ladies, I want to do something really important really quickly. Because I'm trying to do like a makeup tutorial. But before I do that, I have to clean my face. But I thought might as well talk about proper cleansing, right? So, today's topic is going to be the perfect beauty regimen, okay? For how to cleanse the face and prepare the face for makeup. So the products that I'm going to be using are all Estee Lauder. I don't know why, I just love Estee Lauder. and I'm going to have three items here that I'm going to use. Some are just examples, and some are actually going to be used right now. But what I'm going to start off with is a couple cleansing tools. Okay. Now, one thing I like to talk to my ladies about. It's really important. I know everyone loves to have the perfect face, and it's always important to have like great makeup, great. But makeup will never look good on a face that is dry and crusty, or a face that is, oily to the high heavens and is not being managed properly. So, and another thing that you guys have to remember is you must wash your face before you go to bed. Makeup on or not, you have to. I didn't do that, and I'm paying for it right now. If you can see with this crappy camera, I have pimples and all the sort. Now, wow, it's like making an arrow. Okay. Um, the reason why it's important to wash your face before you take off, I'm sorry, take off your makeup and wash your face before you go to bed is because you're already laying on a pillow or laying on a blanket, and you're already collecting all sorts of bacteria from just the sweat of sleeping and just you being there for a long amount of time alone. But then if you add to the equation packed on makeup, that's going to go into your pores as you're sleeping. And then you've got the sweat, which is building more bacteria, and that's how you're going to get pimples, irritation, or you get these rags along the face. And then, pimples can lead to further things like acne scars. So, in order to prevent all of these things, it's just important that you wash your face properly. So, let's just pretend I just came home from a long night out. I was with my girls and I had on smoky eyes, crazy, foundation, lipstick, foundation, powder, concealer, the whole nine. I had it all on. And I just knock out in bed the next day. What do you think I'm going to look like? I'm going to look like a pizza pie because I'm going to have tons of pimples and I'm going to have all sorts of things popping out of my face for no reason. So to prevent that, we're going to need, now you don't have to use Estee Lauder per se. I'm just using it because it's what's in my house. But this is the Estee Lauder Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. Now, it's a solvent and it's absolutely wonderful. It says that it's meant for eye makeup. What I normally use it for is I use it for my eyes and my lips. I use something like this for like heavily pigmented stuff. So like your blue, black, green, gray eyeshadows, this is going to come off with perfect ease. And it's also going to take off these heavy lipsticks, your reds, your oranges, your heavy pinks. Sometimes you want to set a lipstick with your lip gloss, all of that. This one is like, it has like a solvent, it's texture, very oily, as you can see, if you can see right there. It's pretty oily. And the oil is just going to help break down the colors and take it off for you. So it's really important. Before you go out and spend $300 on makeup and stuff, I don't know if you're going to do that. I've done it before. But before you go out and spend $300 on makeup, be sure to invest in your skincare first, even if it's just your cleansing products. That is going to be more important than how awesome your foundation is. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is this one. This is the Perfectly Clean Light Lotion Cleanser. This is going to allow you to take off, it's supposed to be like a full cleanser. You could use it to like take off everything on the face and then go to bed. I still recommend using a face wash after this, but you would use this along the face and it comes out as a cream. Here's an example. I've got some makeup on my hand right here. It's a cream texture and it just helps you to rub the color out. Now, I would rather, for something like this, use the solvent. I'm just using this as an example of how it's going to help break down the makeup. But I use this more so for like foundation. This is good for all over the face, your foundations, your concealers, your powders. I'd rather use a cream all over the face to take off the powders and concealers, and then like a liquid for the lips and the eyes. And your eyeliner, don't forget, you got to get in there and take out that eyeliner and that mascara. You don't want to sleep with that every night, because when you forget over and over again, it starts to clump up in the back, and you'll find yourself one day randomly walking around, you have put on a fresh coat of mascara, and your eyes are going to start burning. You're going to wonder why. It's because you've got leftover mascara and eyeliner somewhere in the crevices of your eye. A really good way to get rid of that is to take a Q-tip and to just go along the eye. I never like to pull too hard, but just go inside of your eye and remove whatever's left over that you forgot, okay? Moving on. My favorite part of the skincare regimen is my perfectly clean toner. Again, if you don't have to buy everything from Estee Lauder. If you can find it cheaper from elsewhere, it's fine. Just the fundamental stuff is what you need to be taking from this video. And right here is my perfectly cleansing lotion cleanser. Now, I love it's called lotion, but it's really a toner. It's alcohol free, and it's excellent for the skin because it actually takes out whatever you didn't take when you wash your face. So I'm just going to take some cotton balls here, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm not going to sit here and wash my whole face and do the whole regime. I'm not really wearing makeup, but I'm going to start from this point. So what you're going to do is, after you've taken off your eye makeup, after you've taken off your lip makeup, after you took off your foundation, your powder, and concealer, and you've washed your face with an actual foaming cleanser, which you can find anywhere. There's a foaming cleanser. I couldn't find mine. I'm sorry. I wanted to show it to you guys, but I couldn't find it. You're going to take your toning lotion. I know it sounds like a lot of steps, but it's absolutely imperative that you do these things. If you're one person who wears makeup constantly, every night, even if you don't wear it every day, if you know you're going to go in with a bang and you're going to put on 2 pounds of makeup on your face, you have to follow these steps. So now my face was already washed, but notice I'm still going to find, can you see that? There's still some sort of dirt and residue. So that's why I say, even if you wash your face, don't think you're home free just because you've washed your face and done all the cleansers and done everything else. This last step really, this last step will really get those extra things out of your pores, because it's still going to collect in your pores no matter what. So what I'm doing here is pretending that I've already washed my face. Gosh, I have a really short forehead. I'm going over through my T-zone. If you have, especially for people with oily skin, it's very important that you really focus on your T-zone. Now, there's 3 skin types. You've got your oily skin, okay, and that's someone who overly produces oil all the time, so they've got really shiny in the middle. Sometimes they're shiny on the outside, oily skin. There's dry skin, where there's absolutely no shine. There's actually maybe a flakiness or a dullness to the skin. And that's when there's a lack of moisture. And then you've got your normal combination skin, where it's a little bit oily in the middle, a little bit shiny, and then it's a little dehydrated towards the sides. Mind you, dehydration and dryness is 2 different things, okay? Dryness could just be dry on the surface. If your skin is totally dehydrated all over, then you're lacking moisture in itself, and you're lacking moisture just period. Like, it's going to affect more than your skin. It's affecting your whole body because you're dehydrated all inside of yourself, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm not too good with the medical terms. All I'm saying is that it's imperative that you treat your skin for the skin type that it is. I'm normal combination, so I'm just going all over my face with this. But I know that most of my problems are going to be in my, most of my oily moisture is going to be in my T-zone, and I'm going to be more dehydrated out here. So I'm just going all over. That's good. All right. Gross, I know. All right, moving on. Now, skincare. Skincare is really important, guys. You really want to make sure you're managing your skin to the T. Your skin should always have a serum, a moisturizer, and an eye cream. Again, it sounds crazy, and a lot of people are like, girl, please, I grew up on, baby oil. Or I had baby lotion, girl. Or soap and water, just soap and water. But it's really important that you actually build the steps for your skin. I'm 21 now, right? And a lot of the girls that I try to talk to about, skincare, they're like, I don't need that. I don't need that till I'm like my mom's age or my grandma's age. But that's the point. By the time you get to their age, you're really gonna need it. But if you start now, just managing your skin little by little, you one get into the habit. Two, you recognize what your skin needs and what brand it might use more or whatever. And three, you actually prevent your skin from getting to that point where it really is losing a lot of its collagen, it's losing its elastin. It doesn't, you see how my skin bounces back now? It's not going to always do that. So once you get to the point where you start to lose that, your skin will start to sag. My skin's really plump, so it's hard for me to fake it, but your skin can start sagging. You'll form the lines and wrinkles that go over here, and you really just want to prevent that early. So what I'm using right now, this is my serum. It's called the Idealist Even Skin Tone Illuminator. It's one of my absolute favorite serums in the whole wide world because it really just gives you a nice illuminated shine. It's for all skin tones, and I love it. I love this serum. It addresses my concern perfectly. Because I'm not concerned with lines and wrinkles, and because I'm not concerned with lifting and firming, I just really want an even skin. So I'm going to start off in the center. Notice that a lot of the times when I'm going to apply things, I'm going to start from the nose out into the center. Already you can sort of see how the cheeks are glowing now. It's flushing. It's not a dramatic difference, you know. You're not trying to make your skin look like a pork chop. You're not trying to get really shiny. But we are just trying to use some of the attributes in the serum to get a really, really nice finish. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this dry up a bit. Okay. And while I do that, we're going to move on to two of my favorite creams. And this one is called the Nutritious Moisturizer. It's nutritious, and this is the eye cream that goes along with it. Now, these are both Vita-mineral moisturizers, and they're really just good for radiance, for allowing the skin to have a very radiant, healthy finish. It's really, really drawing, it's more focused towards Asian skin, being that Asian skin sometimes can lose a lot of its natural radiance, and it sometimes gets dull quickly because they sometimes allow their skin to get very, very dry. So this is a great moisturizer. It's for all skin types. It's not just for dry or normal combination. It's like a cream gel. If you are a person who really has like normal combination skin, or you don't want to be bothered with exact skin type moisturizers because you feel like your skin kind of flip-flops, which some people do. Some people feel like during the summer they're more oily, during the winter they're more dry. They find that their skin just starts to act differently at certain times. So if that's the case, using a moisturizer like this one that's for all skin types will prevent you from having that problem and alleviate you from having to sit there and figure out whether you need something for dry skin, oily skin, normal skin. So it smells great because it's infused with pomegranate, and the pomegranate infusion is for like a lot of health and antioxidants and vitamins. So I'm just applying it like this. I like to apply it this way. This is my own personal cream, so I'm putting my finger on, but it's still fairly new, and I'm using it very slowly because I want it to last. So I just take what's off that little cap and tap my finger on it. And I like to use my creams this way. I feel like it stops you from overdoing it with the cream because some women just overdo it with the cream and they really don't need to. How do I look? Ooh. So what I'm doing now is I'm rubbing that into the serum. Notice I let the serum dry for a second. I wanted the serum to get a chance to just soak into the skin and be like a nice platform. Oh my gosh, I love this cream. Oops. There we go. Now, you really don't want to allow this cream to get too close to the eye area. Moisturizers and serums are not meant for the eye area unless specified. So I'm just going to focus on all the areas around the eye. Now already the skin looks a lot more healthy and flushed. It's got a nice shine. Again, I'm not looking for, line and wrinkle reduction and lifting and firming, but because of the age I am and because of the concerns I do have, these are going to address them properly. And now we're moving on to eye cream. Now the importance of eye cream is, first of all, a cream is too thick. Like if a cream is for the entire face, it's already too thick to go around the eye area. Why? A, the skin around the eye is much thinner than the skin around the whole face. So if you're putting a cream directly into the eye area and rubbing it through, then you're already adding weight. And by adding weight, you're really going to cause yourself problems later on. It can either, depending on the cream, sometimes the cream will burn into the eye. For example, I met a customer at the job that I work at, because I do work with cosmetics, and she didn't want to be bothered by any sort of help, which is understandable. I let her know that I was around. She took a serum and was rubbing it in her eye, serum, and found that her eye was bumpy. It started to get bumpy. And so she blamed the serum. And she said that the serum was acting wrong. And I had to explain to her, it's the way she's applying it. The eye skin is too thin to apply heavy items that aren't specified for the eye. Therefore, her eye actually had an allergic reaction. Another woman put a face cream under her eye and was saying, I'm fine, I don't need help. And then later on said, huh, it's burning. And her eyes were red and puffy and swollen. And a coworker of mine said, yeah, because that was meant for your face. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day. So all I'm saying is it's very important that you have an eye cream for that reason, one. And two, the first signs of aging are found in the eyes. Okay? You can tell how old someone is just by looking in their eyes. Well, not necessarily how old they are, but how old around the ages that they are. You can actually give a good idea. So you really want to make sure that you prolong the look of your eyes, and keep it smooth and keep it from having fine lines or any sort of sagging for as long as you can. Because if you can manage that, people won't notice how old you are, and they won't have any idea, where you're at age-wise through your face. Because the first signs of aging are seen through the eyes. Now, if you notice, rather than smoothing the cream onto the eye, even if you're really, really smooth with it, I have to break that habit because I was used to that before. It's better to pat the cream into your eye repeatedly. You give yourself like a little eye massage, one, and two, a lot of that abrasive movement, which you see some women do, they put their creams on like this, like Jen Jackson, or they're like rubbing their eye creams into their eyes. They're making themselves get lines and wrinkles. Why? Because sooner or later gravity will agree with that. So if you're constantly pulling down on your skin, sooner or later gravity is going to agree with that, and it will let your skin sag. So what you want to do is when you're applying creams, you want to sort of move it in a circular motion or draw it in the direction that you'd like it. Never rub straight down and into the face. You really just want to sort of smooth it in, circle, 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 and cast it the direction you'd like it. So I've got my eye cream on both eyes. And I'm done. This was a long video. I'm going to have to cut and edit this. But overall, I'm glad that you guys got to check out my skincare regime. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I'll be doing a makeup tutorial later. And again, ladies, remember, it's important that you take care of your skin. Skin before makeup. Because what's good makeup if you got crappy skin? All right? All right, stay tuned, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.